Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're at. Today, I am coming to speak on the dragon that, when viewing the dragon, was wrapped up in chains and imprisoned. The species. Okay? It's the one that I'm not sure if I would mess around with overlaying artificial things over this primordial energy and then harvesting said energy and light from it. But that time is coming to an end with that too. Today I'm going to be talking about the red or ruby dragons. Why? Because I listened to a video on the AI grid recently on Indigo Angel's channel, and that was specifically a few months ago talking about the AI grids that have basically, in my feelings and views of it, overpowered the dragon and kind of wrapped its tentacles around it, or created thus what we would consider to be a prison structure. Now, this is a very complex subject, and I'll do the best I can to break it down here. This is interesting because of the color red, and the color red or ruby would suggest that it is a war on the bloodlines, and the red, it has to do with blood, as it's a war on blood and bloodlines due to the nature of the color red and the nature of what is going on with the genetic modification therapies that are being put into people's arms. Genetic modification therapy. Again, I'll repeat that. That's what it is. And with that comes a distinct AI mechanism to it. And unfortunately, they're using the red or ruby dragon and somehow have, in my view, siphoned its energy. I don't particularly feel that this was agreed to, because the red or the ruby dragon is associated with the star Antares in the Antares. So that's associated with the star Antares. And that dragon within the human body regulates the blood codes, anything to do with those systems. So the bloodlines, the blood codes, or anything that has to do with that system that operates with the blood. Okay, so if you're going to get a shoulder tap, that's going to interfere with the blood of it, as specifically designed to interfere with the blood platelet functioning at the subcellular level, and at the subcellular level to interfere with the blood functioning line. So it's a war, in my opinion, on bloodlines and lineages. And the one that's being waged upon is a great throne of power, because the dragons are a great throne of power in the universe. Let's not kid ourselves. They're a primordial current, or a primordial power of energy that I'm not sure one should be experimenting on at all, because this dragon is awakening right now. This dragon is in the process of awakening with all these energies coming to us. This dragon grid is going to break free from its chains too. Okay, right now is the time with all this light intelligence coming into Earth, with the last video I talked about linking those two dragons up over northern Canada, up over the islands with the star symbol. It's a matter of time before their brethren, whom are enslaved, are going to have the energy to wake up. Okay? Okay? Wake up. Kind of like people who consciously awake. Wake up. And there will be rage associated with these creatures awakening to the nature of their enslavement. Kind of sounds familiar. And with that, I wouldn't want to be messing around with depicting red dragons, fire dragons, ruby dragons. They really guard treasure. They guard treasures because they collect treasures from mythologies. They guard treasures. They collect treasures. The foolish go in and try to steal the treasure from them, and they end up, some mythologies, they end up dead. And because there's such riches that are collected within the hordes of treasure they have collected, that certain people will go in and they will try to slay the dragon, for the lack of a better word, because of the wealth, because of the monetary, because of the riches, because the dragons are known to be great receptors or receivers of wealth in a monetary sense. So the red dragon clans or the ruby dragon clans, they also fall under the umbrella of the fire dragon clans. Okay. Now, at the same time, these dragons are awakening. All these grids of consciousness are awakening. Organic grids of consciousness are awakening to the higher light I shouldn't say fractal fields here, but the higher light diamond matrices and fields that are living it up right now, because everything is changing. We're at a catastrophic time of a change right now, and it's a big arc. This is a big energetic arc that we're undergoing. Eventually, anything that they're doing in these countries, propagating wherever they happen to be, China, Australia, California at the end, in the middle being Scotland, whatever they're doing to harvest this energy will come at a price, because all comes with a price at the end of the day. Whether we are aware of it or not, all comes at a price. And it's just, it's kind of what seen as is kind of, that's what my feelings are with that type of AI grid, to lack of a better word, because it's essentially, it's copying the dragon. Since harvesting and using its energy, this particular species, which is red ruby or dragon, to create something over it that really doesn't belong to it, because all it's able to do is mimic and carbon copy that particular stellar light frequency. So I kind of just wanted to mention that. It was kind of burning within the background to mentioning this, that right now, due to all these intelligence grids expanding, some of you carry the key to the lock. Okay? In this video that are watching, some of you carry the key to the lock of the dragon's prison, or prism. I don't like to use that, but that's what's coming to mind right now. So, in your dreams, you may be dreaming that you are freeing dragons. You probably are. And it's a very powerful time we're entering energetically here with all the light fields. And then we're going to start witnessing huge changes on Earth as we're starting to kind of witness that rumble through some of the systems. We've been seeing it for a while. I think it's just going to intensify going out into the ether. So this is going to come on the backs of the white dragon and the emerald dragon. Okay, now they're all related to the ruby. So it's just a matter of time before the red or the ruby dragon is freed from its slumber, from its genetic enhancements. So that was popping in there. It's genetic enhancements with the genetic modification therapy, because the stuff we're messing with right now, on one level, should not be messed with by civilization, because you really don't know what you're unleashing at the juncture of this. We need to, if you're going to mess with things, you need to proceed with caution. So, well, anyway, that's the video I have on the red, the ruby, or the Antares dragon connected again to the bloodlines, blood system, blood types, any of that. And just that I feel that's an incepted grid that will break free as well from its chains. And its chains. So I bid you peace and light wherever you are. Hold the line, hold the light, as we are living in a time of great change. I will speak to you later. Love you all. Bye for now.